Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about telepathy. So, my experience with telepathy. So, I think it started when I was a teenager and there were these entities that I was feeling around me. They were around and I was afraid of them because I didn't know what they were. And I started talking to them in my head. I would tell them to go away. I would say, go away, go away. I'm not afraid of you, or something like that. I would push them away. And the thing is, they would go away. They would go away. They would hear my thoughts. So, telepathy is when you are able to, with your thoughts, transmit your message to another being or another person. So, this was the first experience. I would speak in my head to them and they would just go away. Then, now that I started the spiritual journey, I encountered a couple of energy healers, like teachers rather, because I never took a session, energy healing session. Um, so there is one that I communicate with quite clearly. In the beginning, I was even hearing his voice. Like I knew that if the person is talking to me, that was with his voice that he would talk to me. Like once I was even asleep already. I was in bed and I was falling asleep. And then he spoke with me like that, and that woke me up. I just fell asleep. And he spoke to me, and I woke up. I said, oh, okay, and then I couldn't fall back asleep anymore. Anyway, so that person speaks to me a lot, and I speak back to him. And then our communication now, it's been going on like for a year and a half now. Our communication transformed little by little. I don't know if it got like more distant or more, but now I don't hear his voice anymore. He speaks to me, and I know that that's him because I guess no one else speaks to me. uh, or because of the context that he says to me, and I know that's him, and we speak. But another thing in this, that how it transformed, it changed a little bit, is like sometimes I don't even hear the words. I just get this like, ooh, now he wants to know this, or ooh, now I have to say this, or speak this, like a feeling rather. It's like there are no words, but I just know that that's what we're communicating about. So that's very interesting. Uh, there was this other spiritual energy healer that I hear him also, and I hear him again. I somehow know that that's him, and mostly it happened when I took his class, energy healing class, and every time we had an exercise, so we would be paired up with other people, and we would have an exercise, and we would be doing those. So everything was online. We were all online, right? And then I would be working with this other person on the task during the exercise, and he would jump in and would say, "Oh, good job," and disappear. Or like would jump in and see and say like, "You're trying too hard, you're trying too hard," or something else. I don't even remember. But every time we had, not every time, but mostly like maybe 80% of time, he would jump in and have a look how we were doing. So this to me was like surreal. This was like really 5D educational system. It's where you work with someone and your teacher jumps in and sees what you're doing and gives you advice or encourages you or something like that. Although that teacher is in one country, the person I'm working with is in another country, and I'm in this country. It's like, wow, it's like amazing, isn't it? And I think this is the future of the earth, and that's how we will be communicating very soon. Everyone, all of us. This was really mind blowing to me, mind blowing experience. Now, there was another woman that I heard in my mind. I was talking to her actually, and then she said something to me about what I was saying. I said something, and she said something, and then I said something back to her, but then I never heard anything back from her. So I don't know if she heard me. Like I heard her, but I don't know if she heard me. So there's that also. And then my children, my twins, my twins. I heard my daughter speaking to me telepathically, and I heard my son. So I have a boy and a girl, twins. And so then my oldest son, he was like, hey, how about me? How about me? So then we tried actually. He was sitting in front of me and he was thinking about something, and I was supposed to hear it, and I couldn't, and I didn't. So I don't know. Now, my question is like, I wonder why did I hear these particular people? Okay, so they are advanced, they are like spiritual healers, they are clairvoyants, all clear things, and that. But in that class, for example, every time I spoke with my partner afterwards, like, oh, did you see, that this teacher of ours jumping in and saying this and all that? And they were like, no, 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 didn't hear, didn't see, don't know. So not everyone is receptive to, not everyone receives these telepathic messages. And I wonder why. Why do I receive these particular two healers? And one of my ideas is, or that woman also, and my kids. I think it's because we are connected, so we're all connected. That's fine, but I think we all are maybe from the same soul group because I know all these people I never met before. I just met them like a couple of years ago or a year ago, but I know I found out that they were with me in some past lives. We had lifetimes together. We are connected. And I know for sure that one of these healers is from my soul group. And that woman also is from my soul group. And this teacher, who was jumping in my classes, we had at least one past life together. Uh, that was the Jesus life. He was Matthew, actually. He was Matthew in Jesus's life, and I was also someone very close to Jesus, and we were in that. And I wonder if he's also not from my, if he's from my soul group, um, and maybe that's the reason why I am able to communicate with them, but not with others. Or maybe it's coming. I read somewhere that in order to be able to communicate with telepathically, you need to open your heart, you need to love that person. Like if there is love, then there's this connection, and so then words are not necessary, or you can hear their thoughts, you can hear their thoughts and you can feel their emotions or whatever they are trying to transmit to you by emotions, not even words. Yes. So I am really hopeful, and I really see this bright future of the Earth in the 5D, fifth dimension. In the fifth dimension, I am just so positive, and so I just see it happening. I see the Earth thriving, and humanity thriving. We still have lots of work to do, but I think we are headed in the right direction. I think it's happening already. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.